نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد. I praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He's the only one worthy of praise. I seek His help, guidance, and His forgiveness. I believe in Him and I trust Him. I seek refuge on Almighty Allah from the evil of our passions. Indeed, whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides him to Al-Islam, no one can mislead him after Allah. And whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put him astray, no one can guide him after Allah. I testify, O believe, that there is no deity worthy of worship other than Allah Rabbil Alameen. And I testify that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is his messenger and the seal of all the prophets. O Muslims, you must know that the best speech is the speech of Almighty Allah, which is the Quran. The best guidance is the course of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is his sunnah. The worst of all affairs is innovation and addition to the religion of Islam. Indeed, every addition to the religion of Islam will lead to hellfire. I adjure you as well as myself to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the best of your ability. Fear Allah and don't die unless you are in a state of total submission to Almighty Allah. Continuing with belief of the believers and verses which comes in Quran to tell us about the believers. It's very important for us to focus in these verses as well as the whole Quran. But if you want to strengthen your Iman and be a strong believer, when you be, inshaAllah, among those people that Allah promised them success, you need to work on these verses specifically. And here, this association with the kuffar, as Allah said, لا تجد قوما يؤمنون بالله وباليوم الآخر يوادون من حاد الله ورسوله ولو كانوا آباءهم أو أبناءهم أو إخوانهم أو عشيرتهم أولئك كتب في قلوبهم الإيمان وأيدهم بروح منه ويدخلهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه أولئك حزب الله ألا إن حزب الله هم المفلحون. Pay attention. See what this verse is talking about. He say, thou will not find a people who believes in Allah and the last day, loving those who resist Allah and His Messenger. Did you hear this? Again, thou wilt not find any people who believes in Allah and the last day, loving those who resist Allah and His Messenger, even though they were their fathers or their sons or their brothers or their kindred. For such he has written faith in their hearts and strengthened them with spirit from himself, and he will admit them to gardens beneath which his rivers flow, to dwell therein forever. Allah will be well pleased with them, and they will please with Allah. They are the party of Allah. Truly, it is the party of Allah that will achieve facilities or success. You could not find a people who really believe in Allah in the day of judgment. They fall in love to those people who rejecting Allah or rejecting the messenger of Allah, the ruling of Allah. To some people, when they hear this, they think that Islam telling you anybody who's not Muslim, go and kill him. Islam didn't say this. Islam telling you also, لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينٍ. After he gives them the da'wah, they don't believe, so to you, what you believe, and to us what we believe. We are not going to transgress against people or take their property or take them hostage that because they don't believe in Allah. But you don't love them. You may buy or sell to them. You may be living in the same street and surrounding with the neighborhood, all of them kuffar. Their kufr between them and Allah. Allah will deal with them. But you have no reason to attack anybody with no just reason. But you could not also turn to be in love, to be affected by them, socializing with them, day and night in their houses, traveling with them, eating with them, sleeping with them. So the love is something and the fairness is something totally different, not to misunderstand. Because when somebody associating partner beside Allah, this like somebody cursing Allah, saying that Allah has a son. And you know that Allah doesn't have a son. You know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala laysa kamithlihi shay. Nothing resemble Allah, nothing. There is no family relationship between Allah and anybody or anything. Allah is Allah, one and alone, unique. Nothing similar to Him. So those people who did not believe in Allah, you deal with them in business, as a business dealing. Good morning, how are you today? How are you today? You about your business. But for you traveling with them, eating with them, socializing with them, swimming with them, exercising with them, everything, okay? You became part almost like you're going sooner or later, you're going to be acting like them. And it weaken your iman. We don't love them, and love is totally different from fairness or helping. So Allah said, if you have a true faith in Allah, you could not have love to those kind of people who are against Allah and His Messenger. Even if those people are your fathers, your brothers, your tribe, your family. So blood relationship is lesser than faith relationship. Your mother is not my mother. My mother is not your mother. But I love you for the sake of Allah, because you're my brother or my sister for Islam. And this is not going to make me go and witness and say that you did not steal and you are the thief. So there is difference between loving somebody and being fair with somebody. All right? And we know that Islam teaching us about our neighbors, regarding the Muslim or non-Muslims. You be nice to them, you don't disturb them, all these things. But for you to have awliya and have friendship with them, socialization, eating, sleeping, traveling, everything, you get to get affected by them. And you going to carry and observe some of their akhlaq and their behavior. Doesn't matter even if they related to you by bloodline or breastfeeding. Okay? They are not Muslims. You be fair and just with them, but you do not love them. That means you are not going to put your life in line for them. Those people who act in this manner, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had recorded an imprint iman in their hearts, and Allah strengthens them with a strength from Him, and Allah will then make them enter Jannah, which rivers run beneath them, and they will be there in it forever. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, those kind of people, they love Allah and Allah loves them. So you became the wali of Allah. You became the wali of Allah. Allah loves you and you love Him. So you could not love Allah and love the kafir. You don't love the kafir. You be fair with the kafir. You can give him da'wah. If he's hungry and you some food in your hand, give him some. So don't misunderstand me, okay? I'm not going to go kill somebody because he is a kafir, disbeliever, or saying that Jesus is Son of God. We give them da'wah, we give them advice, but we are not going to be sitting with them, playing cars and watching movie and traveling with them and became, you understand, because it's going to rub in you little bit by little bit. And if you became among the believers, so you could not have love for those kuffar, Allah will strengthen you, and Allah will reward you with Jannat, paradise, heaven, which rivers runs beneath them, and you be there forever. You going to be pleased with Allah, and Allah will be pleased with you. And Allah is saying, أولئك حزب الله. أولئك حزب الله. Those people who their love to Allah greater than their love for the kuffar, okay, these are the party of Allah. Indeed, the party of Allah are al-muflihun, the successful one. So, from this we understand that this is an order from Allah, that we love the believers and we be with the believers, and to be a distant from the non-Muslims, even if they related to us by marriage or by breastfeeding or by blood. You be fair with them, but you don't love them. You don't give your life for them. This is something very important. Who we associate with, who we give our life for, who will split the bread with them, and who that we keep them in our company and we stay with their company. This is something very important about the wilayah. The love for Allah and for Allah's sake, and to hate also for Allah's sake. With this come to conclusion to our segment for tonight. Be looking forward to see you again. And these things don't take it to understand like a verse in the Quran and this is it. This is supposed to be a principles of your life. If you love for the sake of Allah. And if you hate for the sake of Allah. And you be fair with everybody. If anybody have any comments, correction, question, feel free to do so. If not, please invite others to the class so they learn about their deen and how to be a true believers. Looking forward to see you again, inshallah, tonight at 6:45 for another segment. Thank you very much. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. نستغفرك ونتوب إليك and Allah knows best.